So I'm walking in my neighborhood, and ahead of me, I see a woman with a stroller. And then behind her, I see a couple. They're too far apart from each other to be walking together. They just happen to both be walking in the same direction and walking toward me, right?
Walking toward you.
Right. On the same side of the road.
Right.
Now, my, perhaps we'll call it trauma brain, or whatever it is, you know, I hope it's not with me until I die, but it has been with me since I've clicked on to consciousness. And so ever since I can remember, this has been a constant companion of mine. I recognized that they might be afraid of me. Now, right now, my hair is, what is it called when they do it? It's like straightened, my little sister, you know. But I'm walking down the street and I have a hood on over my hair because, you know, this, you got to kind of keep a mane like this under control, right? And I recognize, oh my God, these people are going to be terrified of me. And so I did my best to distance myself from them. I'm on the sidewalk. This is my house. I live here. These people are taking a walk, right? But I caused myself to be less intimidating, and I positioned myself in such a way to where I would be less intimidating to these people. I would look less aggressive, less forceful. I gave them all the whole sidewalk, and I shouldn't have to do that, right? I don't mean anyone any harm, but this is the way that I do, and I don't realize that I'm doing it. It's just a natural thing that I do when I recognize. I'm gonna just be blunt. Oh, some white people are just there. They might be afraid. Let me make sure they don't get afraid, because we know how those stories can go, right? So
it's a shame.
Yeah, but I'll never deny that. But this is normal for me, and I know that it's normal for many people who look like me. Let's not make anybody afraid, because when they get afraid, then it becomes scary for me. Imagine that.
Their fear is your problem, even though you had nothing to do with it.
I have to be 3 steps ahead when I see these two sets of folks, the woman and her baby, and then this couple. I have to be mindful of that. I have to be 2 steps ahead of whatever they might be thinking, so that there's, you know, no issues. There's no nothing, you know.
Remember when we got on those cruise ships and we went on the other side of the world? When we got off of those cruise ships, I never encountered that.
Yeah. Over there, it's not a thing.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. In America? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about we getting off the ship in countries where we don't look like nobody.
And everybody looks the same.
And you know, we may even be, in my case, larger than everyone. And people are staring at me, but not like scared, but like, wow.
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah. Well, they didn't even ask. Like, people would just walk up and like, just snap their selfie
I was in
with
China.
me in it. In China, yeah.
When I was in China, yeah. Like that.
But it was just, you know, and I'm not saying that some of the things that, you know, some of the ails don't exist elsewhere. It's just a lot worse here at home.
Yeah, and it's I think it's conditioned into society, and we as black people are able to pick up on it, and we understand when, you know, the cards are, the deck stacked against us. And this is sort of what happens. So what happens is, to finish the story, I'm walking down the street. I step away from these people, and I'm looking down and away, not eyeing them, right? Now, this is what you had to do in slave days. You couldn't make eye contact with white folks because, you know, that would get, you know, that meant that you were equal to them, and they didn't like that. So you had to always look away. But this posture to humor these people, make sure that they were comfortable, is something that is still in me, because of, I don't want to upset these folks. But watch what happened. The first woman walks by me with the baby, and she's like, "Hi, how you doing?" Like, the most friendly thing in the world. Now, guess who looks like the jerk?
The dude who walked way over there and is looking down in a way and being dismissive and passive aggressive and
and then
a weirdo.
Then the next couple walks past. And I don't know if they heard the first lady or they was just, some other, holly jolly folks, how you doing? Happy holidays. Just so happy. And I'm still trying to make sure that I'm not scaring them. Right.
Yeah, man.
And so I thought it was important to say this because knowing black people listen to our show, but a lot more people that are not black listen to our show. And it's important to explain things like this, that maybe they're not cultural, but they're a result of cultural conditioning, and these things, those people have no idea why they're walking down the street and everyone that they said hi to was so cheerful and jolly. And the one black person that they saw was all, was moving kind of funny, stepping away from them like they smelled bad. You know what I mean? And the truth is, if the type of person that I am, I'm happy to say hi. I'm happy to return the happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, whatever it is that's going on. But obviously the thing that's more pressing is, let me make sure that these people are not afraid of me.
Yeah. I mean, because you even feel worse when you overextend and they are afraid.
Right.
And they do dismiss you and like dish you like strong. Right. For a fact they heard you. They were looking right at you, completely ignore you. They're completely uncomfortable. And then you feel like a jerk again.
Exactly. It's like you, the likelihood of you ending up on some weird stuff is so high.
Yeah, man.
Usually it's better to just kind of, keep your head down, walk fast, get away from everybody that might have a problem with you.